Collette with Not Your Mom's DIY, and this tutorial is for this awesome shirt that has a hidden secret under the collar, the names of the people you love most, tucked away just for you. It's a perfect gift for Father's Day, Dad's birthday, or really just anytime you want to say, hey, there's a collar, let's put some stuff under it. So you can get your personalized names online, clicking the link there. And then the very first thing you're going to do for this project is you're going to start your iron getting warm. I'm putting mine on the silk setting, which is one above the lowest of synthetic, and I'm making sure there's no steam and I actually have no water in my iron, and then I'm just going to let that get warm. And then I'm going to play around with my placement, because once we get started there's not too much time to shift it around. So I'm just going to look at that and put it down and see if I kind of like where that is. I'm pushing it closer to the outer edge because collars have a crease, and if you put too much of the names in that crease, they might get more worn over time. So I'm just trying to push it as close to the edge as possible so it's not all in the crease there. And then I'm just going to go across this collar just a little bit to get it warm. This kind of lets me lay my vinyl down and get it to kind of stick a little bit, because it has some heat there that vinyl is going to want to stick to a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks good. Looks centered. So this is parchment paper. Be sure not to use wax paper or anything that can't get hot. This is parchment paper. It is made to go in the oven. It is made for high temperatures. And then I'm putting a piece of muslin, just some scrap fabric on top of that. And then I'm pressing down for just, I'm kind of counting to a quick 5 to get started here. A lot of instructions will say hold it down for 30 seconds, but I found that's just way too long. It's better to do more rapid sections of pressing for about 5 seconds each. And then I like to wiggle it to kind of distribute the heat a little bit. I don't start by wiggling because that will actually shift your letters around. You start by pressing, but then after they're good and pressed, I do like to wiggle because it gets a little more pressure on the top, a little bit more on the bottom instead of just right down the middle. And then I take a look at it. Now, if you don't know what to look for here, then you're going to be a little bit stumped. All fabrics are different, which is why it's important to kind of keep checking and not spend too much heat. But basically, I'm looking to see if it looks like it's mostly down, if it looks like it's shifted, and then I'm even testing the corner to see if it's going to lift up easily, and it's not. That little A started to come up when I was lifting it, so it needs more pressing. Just going down the other way with some wiggles. Just keep it interesting. I don't want to leave it down for too long or else it'll actually melt the vinyl into it. So at this point, I'm going to wait and let it cool, cool to the touch. So a few moments there. And then I'm slowly going to peel. I don't want to do one big quick peel because that might tear something off, but it's staying down pretty well. So that's actually exactly what I want it to do. And I'm just slowly going to peel it off. Now, realize I'm taking away this kind of protective plastic layer right now. So if and when we press again after taking this off, we want to be sure not to leave the iron down for too long or on too high of a heat, because it did kind of remove that protective layer, and this vinyl you should not iron on directly or even with one layer between. And I'm kind of picking, not to try and get it up, but just to see if anything comes up easily. And it doesn't really, but I'm gonna give it another press with that parchment paper and the muslin just to really drive it home. Oh, that looks so good. So now I'm going to bend the collar a little bit and just see if anything's sticking up, but it doesn't really appear to be. I did find a little bit of a section that was peeling up at that top corner, so I'm just going to give it a good press right here. Lovely. Yeah, nothing's sticking up at this point. And here we have this lovely hidden names just for you.